How to control lust and take back your mind. Your brain isn't weak. It's trained. Look at your life honestly. This isn't just about temptation. This is about conditioning. Your mind has been trained. Trained to chase stimulation, phone, scrolling, quick pleasure, constant distraction. And over time, that training rewires how you think, how you focus, and how you live. That's why you can feel drained, even when you haven't done anything hard. Why you keep falling into habits you said you'd stop. Why you feel strong for a moment, then empty right after. Because this isn't just a bad habit, it's a pattern, and patterns, if repeated long enough, become identity. Every night, the same promise. This is the last time. And the next day, the same cycle. Not because you're weak, but because your brain has been conditioned to crave what weakens you. And if you don't interrupt that conditioning, your future will keep repeating your past. So in this video, we're breaking down 5 real steps to take back control of your mind, your energy, and your life. Because self-control isn't about removing urges, it's about becoming stronger than them. Section 1. Reset the reward system. The first step is resetting what your brain finds rewarding. Right now, your brain is overstimulated. Too much input, too fast, too often. And when that happens, normal life starts to feel boring. Focus feels hard. Discipline feels heavy. Stillness feels uncomfortable. But this isn't new. Even thousands of years ago, philosophers warned about this exact problem. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal that a man who cannot control his desires becomes a slave to them. Not a physical slave, a mental one. The Stoics believed freedom wasn't about doing whatever you want. It was about not being controlled by what you want. And today, that idea is more relevant than ever, because modern life is designed to overload your brain. Endless scrolling, constant novelty, instant gratification. So the solution is simple, but not easy. Reduce the overload. Limit the mindless scrolling. Cut back on constant entertainment. Stop filling every quiet moment with noise. Let your brain experience silence again. Let boredom return. Because boredom is not a problem. It's a reset. Even Blaise Pascal once said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Think about that. If you can't sit in silence, your mind will always look for escape. And if your mind always looks for escape, you will always be vulnerable to whatever offers quick relief. So step 1, train your brain to feel okay without constant stimulation. That's where control begins. Section 2, guard your eyes, guard your mind. The second step is visual discipline, because what you repeatedly see eventually becomes what you repeatedly think about. Most people want control, but they keep feeding their mind the exact triggers that destroy it. Your environment matters, your feed matters, your inputs matter. You cannot keep exposing yourself to temptation and expect discipline to win every time. Even ancient philosophy understood this. Socrates taught that awareness is the beginning of mastery, because once you become conscious of what influences you, you gain the power to change it. So become aware. What are you watching daily? What are you consuming repeatedly? What keeps showing up in your mind when you're alone? Because none of that is random. It's programmed. Your brain works like a filter. Whatever you feed it, it multiplies. That's why discipline isn't just about resisting. It's about removing unnecessary battles. Unfollow what triggers you. Clean your environment. Delete what keeps pulling you back. This is not weakness. This is strategy. Even in modern psychology, B.F. Skinner proved that behavior is heavily shaped by environment, meaning, if your environment stays the same, your behavior will keep repeating. So if you want different outcomes, change what surrounds you. Because control doesn't start in the moment of temptation. It starts long before that. Section 3. Move the energy out of your body. The third step is physical output. Because unused energy doesn't disappear, it builds. And when it builds without direction, it looks for the fastest release possible. That's why urges feel stronger when you're idle. When you're sitting too long, thinking too much, doing too little. So the solution is simple. Move your body. Train. Run. Lift. Push yourself physically. Because physical discipline creates mental clarity. This isn't just modern advice. Ancient warrior cultures lived by this principle. The Spartans, one of the most disciplined societies in history, trained their bodies daily, not just for strength, but for control, because they understood something powerful. A person who can endure physical discomfort can better resist mental temptation. Even Theodore Roosevelt believed in this deeply. He lived what he called the strenuous life. The idea that a man should actively seek challenge, because comfort weakens discipline. And that applies here. When you challenge your body, you release tension, you redirect energy, you prove to yourself that you can choose effort over ease. And that proof matters, because every time you do something hard on purpose, you weaken the belief that you must obey every impulse. Section 4. Replace the urge before it becomes action. The fourth step is replacement, not suppression, because fighting an urge directly is often the hardest way to win, but interrupting it is much easier. An urge is temporary. It rises, peaks, and falls. But if you sit with it, feed it attention, negotiate with it, it grows. That's why you need immediate action. Move, change your environment, do something physical, break the pattern instantly. Psychology calls this pattern interruption, and it works because your brain relies on routines. Ivan Pavlov demonstrated this through conditioning, showing how repeated patterns create automatic responses. But here's the key. If patterns can be built, they can be broken. Every time you interrupt the routine, you weaken the old pathway. Every time you replace it with something else, you build a new one. So don't see urges as enemies. See them as signals. Signals that energy is rising and needs direction. The moment you act differently, the cycle starts to change. Not instantly, but consistently. And consistency is what rewires identity. Section 5. Build a life that leaves no room for weakness. The fifth step is structure, because most relapses don't happen from overwhelming urges. They happen from empty time, bored, alone, no direction, and your mind starts searching for stimulation. That's why you need a plan, a reading list, goals, work, skills, something that pulls your attention forward, because a mind with purpose has less room for destruction. Even Viktor Frankl discovered this in the most extreme conditions. He noticed those who had meaning were more resilient, not because life was easier, but because purpose made suffering bearable. Now think about your life. If you're building nothing, your mind will default to distraction. But if you're building something, your mind starts protecting it. That's the shift. You don't just remove the habit, you replace it with direction. Because discipline without purpose doesn't last, but discipline tied to purpose becomes identity. Closing, this is about who you become. At the end of the day, this isn't just about lust, it's about control. Because if you can't control your mind, something else will. Every time you give in, you reinforce the weakest version of yourself. But every time you pause, redirect, and choose differently, you build someone stronger. And that strength spreads into your focus, your confidence, your energy, your future. So ask yourself honestly, who are you becoming through your daily choices? Because identity is not built in one moment, it's built in repetition. And the moment you decide, my mind is no longer controlled by every impulse, everything changes. You stop reacting and start commanding. That's where real power begins. If this message hit you, comment discipline below. And if you're serious about taking control of your life, like, subscribe, and check out the video, The Psychology of Moving On. We are the heart of the world. I'll see you in the next one.